directly in your path, a reminder, a verse, a message, right when your heart needs it the most. And if you're hearing this now, then understand something very clearly. Allah is calling you. Maybe you've been struggling quietly. Maybe you've been drifting without noticing. Maybe your heart has been heavy, empty, or confused. Or maybe you've simply forgotten the peace you once felt. But Allah has not forgotten you. He brought you here today for a reason greater than you realize. This isn't a coincidence. This is a sign, a gentle tap on your heart, a message meant specifically for you. So listen closely, not with your ears, but with your heart. Because what you're about to hear may be the reminder that shifts your life back toward the one who loves you more than anyone ever could. When a person slowly drifts away from Allah, they don't always notice it. It happens quietly. One missed prayer becomes two. One small sin becomes a habit. The heart becomes heavier, but life keeps moving. And you keep telling yourself, I'll fix it tomorrow. But Allah loves you far more than you realize. He does not leave you in that state. He sends reminders, soft, gentle, and perfectly timed to wake your heart before it hardens. These reminders come in many forms. Maybe a verse touches you deeply for the first time in months. Maybe a lecture appears exactly when you needed guidance. Maybe you hear someone speak about Allah and suddenly your heart feels something again. These are not coincidences. They are messages. A reminder reaches you only because Allah allows it to reach you. He places it in your path because He wants good for you. He wants to pull you away from what harms you and bring you back to what heals you. Ibn Arabi said that when Allah loves His servant, He surrounds them with signs until they cannot ignore the truth. And here you are listening, thinking, reflecting. That itself is a sign that Allah hasn't forgotten you. He is calling you back gently, lovingly, because He wants you close again. There are moments in life when everything seems normal on the outside, yet deep inside your heart begins to whisper. You feel a strange pull towards something greater. You can't explain it, but you sense that your soul is asking for more peace, more purpose, more connection with Allah. This inner pull is not random, it is a sign. Sometimes the world becomes noisy, your routine becomes heavy, and even the things you once enjoyed don't satisfy you anymore. Your heart feels restless and you start searching for meaning in places you never looked before. This restlessness is actually a mercy from Allah. It is His way of telling you, you were not created to live empty, return to me. When your heart starts longing for prayer again, when you suddenly feel guilty about the sins you used to ignore, when you desire to learn more about your faith, these feelings are not accidents, they are gifts. They are a sign that Allah is turning your heart back toward Him before the world hardens it completely. Ibn Arabi teaches that the soul recognizes its creator more deeply than the mind ever can. So when your heart feels drawn toward Allah, it is responding to that ancient connection. Allah is awakening something inside you that you may have buried with distractions, pain, or neglect. If you feel this pull, don't ignore it. It is Allah choosing you. It is Allah calling your name. It is Allah reminding you that peace will never come from the world. It only comes when the heart returns to Him. Many people assume that when life becomes difficult, Allah is displeased with them. But in reality, some of the greatest transformations happen through hardship. Sometimes Allah calls you through blessings, but at other times He calls you through pain. A heartbreak, a failure, a sudden loss, a dream that slips away. These moments often open doors that comfort never could. Hardship is not always a punishment. Often it is protection. It is Allah pulling you away from something that would have harmed you even if you desperately wanted it. You may not understand it in the moment, but later you look back and realize if that door had opened, you would have lost yourself. Allah loves you too much to let you walk blindly into what destroys you. When something breaks your heart, it often breaks your attachment to the world and leads you back to the one who never leaves. Hardship forces reflection. It softens the heart, humbles the ego, and reminds you that you are always in need of Allah. Ibn Arabi wrote that every trial is an invitation to rise to a higher spiritual state, but you can only rise if you walk through the pain with trust rather than resentment. Your difficulty right now may be the very reason this reminder reached you. Allah is redirecting you. He is removing what blocks your path so He can replace it with something better. Sometimes the only way Allah pulls you closer is by making the world loosen its grip on you. So do not think Allah is punishing you. Think Allah is guiding me. Allah is protecting me. Allah is calling me home. One of the clearest signs that Allah is calling you is when the same message keeps appearing in your life again and again. It comes from different mouths, different places, different moments, yet the message is always the same. At first, you may ignore it, you may dismiss it as coincidence, but after a while you begin to realize Allah is repeating this because your heart needs it. Maybe you keep hearing about prayer. Maybe every lecture, every reminder, every video somehow leads back to your relationship with Allah. Maybe you keep being reminded to leave a certain sin, to fix a part of your character, to let go of a toxic habit, or to change your lifestyle. Even when you're not looking for reminders, they keep finding